When the new Twisted Metal trailer debuted at E3 this year, we were introduced to some new cars that would be in the game. So today, I thought I'd take some time out and talk about those cars. The first one was Warrant, a high-powered sports car that's the combination of different Mustangs. Based on the name, I assumed this might be the new Outlaw. But based on looks, it looks like something more Spectra would drive. Then there was the badass motorcycle, the Reaper, which I assume would be driven by Mr. Grimm. However, I found the name Reaper to be kinda generic. I mean, how many times have we heard that before? Then there was the Vermin, a large yellow and black rodent extermination van, complete with a mechanical mouse on top of a rocket, which doubles as a weapon, being chased by a mechanical exterminator. Now I know that this is supposed to be a parody of extermination vehicles, but I thought that the mechanical exterminator was a bit much. Next we have the Roadboat, a solid black Cadillac with a very powerful magnet attack. Now to be honest, I did not care for this car, based on the trailers alone. Why? First off, the name is lame. Second, I found the solid black paint job to be very boring. Now don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having a solid black paint job, but with a car like this, I think it could be more creative. The next car on the list is a 1950s ambulance called the Wagon. I guess that name works. Anyway, while I did like this car, it makes me question whether or not Shadow will be back. Now if you remember, Shadow is also based on a 1950s Cadillac, and I highly doubt that the people at Twisted Metal would have two very similar cars in this game. Unless of course Shadow goes through a major redesign. The last new car, and the first flying vehicle in Twisted Metal, is Talon, which looks to be like a local news helicopter. Now of course, it wouldn't be Twisted Metal if they didn't bring back some of the original characters, and so far, we know of only two. First, there's Sweet Tooth, which at this point is kind of a given. This time around, Sweet Tooth has gone back to the classic delivery truck look, and has retained his mecha robot form that first appeared in Twisted Metal Black. And finally, the last character we've been shown is Junkyard Dog, who's making his second appearance since Twisted Metal Black. This time around, Junkyard Dog is now sporting a more modern tow truck, and instead of flinging the old ball and chain, this time he's flinging exploding taxis. I guess that works. Overall, it looks pretty good, although for some reason the truck is now a dark green that almost looks black. I kinda hope that they change the color by the final version. Anyway, those are all the cars that are in Twisted Metal at this point. Although keep in mind, the game is still in production, so anything could change.